Hare Krishna. Let us start. So this is fifth canto, 16th chapter, and we are reading from text 15 onwards. Ye Shatamara Hare Ram Saha Suralana Lalama Yutha Pataya Upadevagane Madhyamana Kila Vijarante. The best of the demigods, along with their wives, who are like ornaments of heavenly beauty, meet together and enjoy within those gardens, while their glories are sung by the lesser demigods known as the Gandharvas. So this is Sumeru. Sumeru is bounded by four mountains, and the in between space between Sumeru and the four mountains, there are these four lakes which taste like milk, honey, uh, yeah, sugarcane juice, and pure water. And this is a place where the demigods, there are four gardens as well, named Nandana, Chaitra, Vaibharajaga, and Sarvatopitra. So this is sporting place for the demigods, and while the demigods are sporting with their concerts, the lesser demigods sing of their glories. Yeah, so this is how the description of Jambudvip is unfolding. Let's read further. Text 16. Mandarot Sangha Ekadashi Sata Yojano Tunga Devachyuta Shiraso Girishikara Sulani Palani Amrita Kalpani Patanti. On the lower slopes of the Mandara mountain, is a mango tree named Devachyuta. It is 1100 yojanas high. Mangoes are as big as mountain peaks and as sweet as nectar fall from the top of this tree for the enjoyment of the denizens of heaven. Perfect. In the Vayu Puran, there is also a reference to this tree by the great learned sages. Aratinam Satani Astav Ekashashti. Ekashashti Fala Pramana Akya Rishi Rishi. So there's a reference of this tree. There is no translation of this word. Such a translation here will read first. It's a mango tree there, which is Mandara. Mandara is one of the four mountains. What is the name of the four mountains around the Sumeru? Which one stands for these four mountains? This is 50. Yeah, and 40. And I think 12, 11 or 12. About it. 12. What are the names of those four mountains? So already a rose tree, mango tree, kadamba tree, and banyan tree is there. Mandara, where is Mandara coming? In Mandara. Mandara, na? Mandara, Meru, Mandara. So that's where Mandara is coming from. So Mandara is one of the mountains. Already there is a this thing there. So there is a mango tree only. So now the Mandara, Meru Mandara. Suparshva and Kumuda. So Kumuda has a banyan tree and Meru Mandara has a rose tree and a Kadamba tree there on Sumuda. Suparshva. Mango, rose tree, Kadamba, banyan. Yeah. So now this is the further description of the mango tree. This is the further description of the mango tree. Let's go to text 17. So these mangoes are as big as the mountain peaks, and they are there for the enjoyment of the demigods. Tesham Visirya Mananam Ati Madhura Surabhi Sugandhi Bahula Runa Rasodena Modana Manadi Mandara Girishikara Nipatante Purvene Tavritam Upa Plavayati. And all those solid fruits fall from such a height they break, and sweet fragrance juice within them flows out and becomes increasingly more fragrant as it mixes with other scents. That juice cascades from the mountain in waterfalls and becomes a river called Arunoda, which flows presently through the eastern side of Ilavrita. This is the mango juice river, Arunoda, on the eastern side of Ilavrita. Yat upajoshana bhavanya anucharina punyajana vadhuna avayava sparsha sugandhavatu dasha yojanam samantat anupasayati. The pious wives of the yakshas act as personal maidservants to assist Bhavani, the wife of Lord Shiva. Because they drink the water of the river Arunoda, their bodies become fragrant, and as the air carries away that fragrance, it perfumes the entire atmosphere for 80 miles around. We can clearly see here that whatever opulence exists in this material world is Krishna's blessing. Now we have been hearing that the common thing which we had heard was that the bodies of the, the heavenly damsels is fragrant. Here, from Sri Sukadeva Maharaj's explanation, we are understanding how it becomes fragrant. Krishna's, Krishna has supplied this big mango tree on Mandara with such big fruits, and these fruits there is so much profuse supply, so they are able to drink mango juice like what, and that's how their bodies is fragrant. It is all Krishna's supply. When the Krishna supplies, it is abundant and it is very natural. But when we try to artificially squeeze it, uh, it is obtained with great difficulty, and it's very unnatural, and it is not and it is quite transient. It will not stay for long. That is the point you can understand. So all these opulence and beauty is all Krishna's. Is Krishna is. So when Krishna supplies, how he supplies so beautifully. See, when Krishna wants to give beauty, how Krishna is giving so beautiful. But when we want to go towards that, it is so painful and it is so short-lived and it is so superficial. But that's how Krishna is. Let's read further. एवं जम्बू फलना अत्युच्च निपत विशीर्णनाम अनास्ति प्रायणाम इत्थाया निवना रसेन जम्बुना मनाति मेरुमन्तरशिखर अयुता योजना देवानि खले निपतन्ति दक्षिणे आत्मना यावत् लीलावृतम् उपस्यन्दयते. Similarly, the fruits of the jambu tree, which are full of pulp and have very small seeds, fall from a great height and break into pieces. Those fruits are the size of elephants, and the juice which is gliding down from them becomes a river called as Jambu Nadi. This river falls a distance of 10,000 yojanas from the summit of Merumandara to the southern side of Ilavrata and floods the entire land of Ilavrata with juice. So this is Jambu, the Jambu tree. We can only imagine how much juice there might be in fruit that is the size of an elephant, but has a very tiny seed. Naturally, the juice from the broken Jambu fruits forms waterfalls and floods the entire Ilavrata. That juice produces an immense quantity of gold, as will be explained in the next verse. So, so how about having a Sufi camp? Ilavrata. Very intoxicated. The demigods are intoxicated with these 70. Now one may imagine that if it is such a big fruit, that will be very dangerous. It's falling down on somebody's head. But this fruit has a very small seed. Anybody whose head will fall down will get a full abhishek. But yes, we also hear that the demigods are very powerful. They're not anything like us. So what is catastrophe? What is pleasure? For example, if somebody throws one bucket of rain on us, water on us, we may say, okay, very nice. It's cooling. It's cooling. But if a bucket of water is thrown on an ant, it's prolai. This is not. What is devastation? What is pleasure? It's all arranged by Krishna. The same thing. Krishna increases the capacity. The same thing which may be catastrophic becomes pleasure. So that is the best is the depend on Krishna. Strange. But Upayo Natirucho Yamanti Rasena Yama Vayavaratsanyoga Vipake Sadama Lokavaram Yapunam Bhavati Yadayuha Bhava Vibhudadaya Yavati Katakatati Sutradi Yavana Rupe Vatadu Dharayanti. The mud on the banks of the river Jambu Nadi, being moistened by the flowing juice and then dried by the air and the sunshine, produces huge quantities of gold called Jambunad. The denizens of heaven uses gold for various kinds of ornaments. Therefore, all the inhabitants of the heavenly planets and the youthful wives are fully decorated with golden helmets, bangles, and bells, and thus they enjoy life. First, by the arrangement of the Supreme Personality, the rivers on some planets produce gold on their banks. The poor inhabitants of this earth, because of their incomplete knowledge, are captivated by the so-called Bhagwan. You can produce a small quantity of gold. However, it is understood that in a higher planetary system in this material world, the mud on the banks of the Jambu Nadi mixes with the Jambu juice, reacts with the sunshine in the air, and automatically produces huge quantities of gold. Thus, the men and women are decorated there by various golden ornaments. They look very nice. Unfortunately, on earth, there is such a scarcity of gold that the governments of the world try to reserve and issue paper currency because that currency is not backed up by gold. The paper they distribute as money worthless. Nevertheless, the people on earth are very proud of material advance. In modern times, girls and ladies have ornaments made of plastic instead of gold. And plastic utensils are used instead of the golden ones. Yet people are very proud of their material wealth. Therefore, the people of the sage are described as Manda Sumanta Matai, Manda Bhagya Patita. In other words, they are extremely bad and slow to understand the opulence of the Supreme Personality of God. They have been described here as Sumantavantaya because their conceptions are so crippled that they accept a bluffer who produces a little gold to be God. Because they have no gold in their possession, they are actually poverty stricken and therefore they are considered unfortunate. Sometimes these unfortunate people want to be promoted to the heavenly planets to achieve fortunate positions. As described in this verse, but pure devotees of the Lord are not at all interested in such opulence. Indeed, devotees sometimes compare the color of gold to that of bright golden stool. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is instructed devotees not to be allured by the golden ornaments and beautifully decorated women. Najanam, najanam, najanam. A devotee should not be allured by gold, beautiful women or the prestige of having many followers. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore confidently prayed, Mama Janmani, Janmani, Shwari, Prabhapada, Bhakti, Rahe, Bhakti, Twai. Oh my Lord, please bless me with your devotional service. I do not want anything else. A devotee may pray to be delivered from this material world. That is his only aspiration. Ainandatanu patitam mam vishame bhavabuju kripaya tadupada pankaja sikaduri sakrisham vishintaya. The humble devotee simply prays to the Lord, kindly make me happy from the material world, which is full of varieties of material opulence, and keep me under the shelter of your lotus feet. Srinathanda Thakur prays, Ha ha Prabhu Sutta Vrishabhan Sutta Karuna Koro Ei Baro नरोत्तम दास कोय नटली हरंग तुम बिन किया छे हमारा. Oh my Lord, the son of Nand Maharaj. Now you are standing before me with your consort, the daughter of Vishabhanu, Shrimati Radharani. Kindly accept me as the dust of your lotus feet. Please do not kick me away, for I have no other shelter. Similarly, Prabodhananda Saraswati indicates that the position of the demigods who are decorated with golden helmets and other ornaments is no better than a phantasmagoria. Tridashapura Akash Pushpayate. Devotee is never alone in such numbers. He simply aspires to become the dust of the lotus feet of the Lord. Srila Prabhupada begins speaking about how he, when the modern day people produce even a little bit quantity of gold, and everyone is so much different. So this is, but Krishna, with so much, your gold is in abundance. So some mystic produce little amount of gold, he gets expanded. The Supreme Lord is producing so much of gold. So naturally, and the demigod uses this girl to make ornaments. But then Prabhupada says one should not be enticed by the gold or by the money. So he's saying, not, 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 not. And then he's quoting Ayananda Tanaki Thinker. So then Prabhupada is saying that the great devotees of the Lord, they do not consider this golden position as something valid. He's quoting the Bhagwatam Saraswati. Purana. Great devotee simply wants to remain at the Lord's feet of the Lord and doesn't want to go away. Doesn't want to go away. To be able to understand this material is at best a topic laboring in the preparation whose main ingredient should be love. So just like if you put the right masalas, the good taste comes. Even in a simple soup, you put the amchur, dhania powder, right proportion, a good taste. But in addition, if you have dhania butter, you can do a topping on top. If you have coconut, you can do a topping on coconut bread, paneer bread. So, but if you don't have, then also it tastes very. So, Krishna is saying, if you want to make a tasty preparation for me, put the masala, the main ingredient of love. Lord says 926. Yo me bhakta, which be bhakta, ashna, prayata. So if there is bhakti, it is pleasing to the Lord, and if if by the sanction of the Lord some opulence happens to come on our way, one can operate along with the Buddha. So it becomes a topping state. Like opulence for a devotee, they can be like therefore, a devotee is not obsessed about it. Therefore, a devotee is not hankering the kind of opulence. If it comes on its own account, comes on its own, then a devotee can use it in service. But that should not be an obsession. That should not be important. That is never a feeling. The faith. X22.
I'm going to buy this one. To add this, it becomes 1,400. So this is useless, only for 2 cents. But
True.
so that's because it's calculated.
Like that. Right. Yes, to Mahakadamba. Super Sadha Nirudo Yastasya Kotarebhyo Viheshitah Panchaya Parinaha Panchamadhodhani Super Sadha Shikara Patantayo Parinamana Era Vita Padayanti. On the southern side of Supersva mountain, there's a third one, stands a big tree named Mahakadam, which is very celebrated. From the hollows of this tree flow 5 rivers of honey, each about 5 yamas wide. The flowing honey falls incessantly from the top of Supersva and flows around Iravrata beginning from the western side. Thus, the whole land is saturated with releasing fragrance. Honey, 5 streams of honey are produced. The distance between one hand and another, when one spread both his hands causes the This comes to about 8 feet. 8 feet. That's almost equal. Maybe hands and feet over. One hand, none. Both his arms. साढ़े 5 Four. I think it sticks around. Height के height about 8 feet. Okay, proper times it will be 8 feet. Thus, each of the rivers are about 40 feet wide, making a total of about 200 feet. For small rivers, our temple hall size. Or temple hall. 5 temple halls of money. Our temple hall 40 feet. This one. According to this, that is very small. And then mango fruit is like our planet. Mango fruit. Mountain peak propers. It's not a planet. Mountain peak propers. Elephant. Elephant is Jambu. Mountain peak. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Upayunjana Mukha Nirvasikubhati Samantha Satayojana Anubhasayati. The air carrying the scent from the mouths of those who drink that honey perfumes the land for 100 yojanas around. Or this is the thing. So, On the mouth, the fragrance count. This principle is used by the police in their machine to test alcohol. Yeah, put some machine near the mouth. With they're able to test whether it's drunk or not. Today we are coming at 2:30. Again, the police is checking the driver. Alcohol test. So here is the fragrance. 100 yojanas the fragrance recorded. 100 yojanas, 800 miles. 1 yojana is 8 miles. 800 miles is the spread of the fragrance from one mouth. Everybody's mouth will be fragrant. And whose story it is? It is Krishna's story. It's Krishna has supplied all the ingredients. Krishna has supplied all the ingredients. That's right. So we can see that you see when Krishna wants to supply, and the Lord can supply much beyond our imagination. Do any of these believers have to pay for any of these operations which they are enjoying? No. We saw the bodies of the ladies. It was fragrant. How much it was? 80 miles. 80 miles. And this is fragrance 800 miles. 80 miles they were fragrant. The bodies are fragrant. Because of what? Because of drinking the juice which the Lord is supplying. And now here also from the mouths of these denizens, 800 miles the fragrance. Because of what? Because of drinking the. So Krishna wants to give. He can give unlimited. So when we see that Krishna is not giving, we should not get disturbed. If he wants to give, he can give unlimited. He's not giving means he wants us to grow or learn something. Because Krishna wants to give, he can give such a phenomenon. So one person in Ilavrata, and you see honey and mango, and we just swimming. Just imagine swimming in honey. Honey will be good because he won't drown. Right? Honey, he won't drown. You can sit down over there. So, so you see, so entertaining. It's so amazing. If Krishna wants to supply, we can do that animal. This also goes to show that majorly the nature of this world is opulence. What is a spiritual world? In a material world, majorly zero. This goes to show that suffering or scarcity is caused by the materialistic belligerent attitude of the entities, because of the God's time there is constant suffering. Yeah. The previous prayers we told that in a subji you have to make it tasty. Maybe you have to add masalas and you told us that right now bhakti, like love is like in serving Krishna, love is the main component. Yeah. So like how to understand this because in the stages of bhakti we are struggling with our own conditioning. We are not in the like the level of not in the level of economic feelings. So what are the practical way that like we are struggling with our own conditionings? How can we practically practical ways to struggle to extend to serve these Krishna? Uh, we struggle to serve, struggle to follow the instructions of the devotees, struggle to please the Vaishnavas, struggle to build Krishna. All these flavors make a nice offering which we offer to a spiritual master. Which he purifies it and adds his own love, then masses it. That's how it goes up in the Quran. So the more we struggle, the better the preparation. To service requires determination, requires capacity, requires focus. To receive Vaishnava blessings also, efforts, please the Vaishnava efforts. So if you do that, our preparation is much better. Krishna is accepting our preparation, though it is not at the standard, at any standard anyway. That's because we are connected through the devotees. So we're offering to the spiritual master. He's offering it. That's what we're getting it. Therefore, a devotee always wants to improve. Whatever level of service one is doing, one always wants to. Devotee never says, "Oh, I'm doing enough now for Krishna." I'm doing enough. That means it's not good. Every devotee will never feel like that. I'm doing enough for Krishna. You're not doing enough for Krishna. That's the idea. एक कुमुदनिरोधुर्यः सतावाद नामहतास् तस्य स्कन्धे स्नो नीचिनः आयोदते मधुवृथा पूर्णादि अम्बार शय्यासना गन्धय सर्वा एव कामः उदानात् कुमुदाग्रात् Similarly, at the top of the mountain, there is a great banyan tree, which is called Satavatsari, because it has 100 main branches. From those branches come many roots, from which many rivers are flowing. These rivers flow down from the top of the mountain to the northern side of Kilometer, Varsha, for the benefits of those who live there. Because of these flowing rivers, all the people have ample supplies of milk, yogurts, honey, clarified butter, which is ghee, molasses, footprints, clothes, bearings, sitting places, and ornaments. All the objects they desire are sufficiently supplied for their purpose, for their prosperity. And therefore they are very happy. But the prosperity of humanity does not depend on a demoniac civilization that has no culture or no knowledge, that has only gigantic skyscrapers and huge automobiles always pushing down the highway. The products of the nature are sufficient. When there is a profuse supply of milk, yogurts, honey, food grains, ghee, molasses, roti, sari, pudding, staying places and ornaments. The residents are actually opulents. When a profuse supply of water from the from the river inundates the land, all these things can be produced and there will be no scarcity. This all depends on, however, the performance of sacrifice. This all depends, however, on the performance of the sacrifice as described above. अन्नादनभूतानि पर्जन्या असम्भव यज्ञार्थं पर्जन्य यज्ञकर्मा समुद्भवा. All the living bodies subsist on food grains which are produced from rains. Rains are produced when the performance is related. Sacrifice and yet is born of this quantities. These are the prescriptions given in Bhagavad. If you follow these principles in true Krishna consciousness, human society will be prosperous and there will be happy road in this life. The Prabhupada is talking about the profuse supply for the devotees of the Lord. Scarcity only exists for a stubborn fellow who is denying to accept gifts. Just like the Shastras with the analogy of the spark of fire and the fire. So this analogy, the Jiva is the spark. Krishna told you not fire. So when the spark is connected to the fire, or is next to the fire, or in the fire, I mean the spark is strongly connected. And the fire of the spark will always continue. But when the spark goes away from the original fire, the spark tends to become cold. Its fire capacity will vanish. So this is true, and that is why we keep ourselves in the association of Vaishnavas, because the association, our spark is near the fire. Vishnu's fire is the association, our spark is near the fire. So that's the point that we mentioned here. Now, the other context here, also we can see in other context here also we can see that uh, you see Krishna is the fountainhead of abundance. If anything is connected to Krishna, then it has a supply of abundance. But anything else goes away from Krishna, then the supply of abundance is reduced. So that's how the experience of scarcity comes into. Krishna is synonymous to abundance. And aversion to Krishna is what leads one to scarcity. So scarcity is simply an indicator of too much distance from Krishna. When a distance ourselves too much from Krishna, one will experience scarcity. That in coming in with Krishna, no scarcity. That is the point. So this is Jambudvip. The spiritual world is much more opulent. The spiritual world is. Jambudvip has fixed flavors. Fixed flavors. Spiritual world has no fixed flavor. You can ask anything. It's a design. It's a so Jambudvip is a fixed restaurant. It only fixed. So here it is fixed. All Ilavrita, if you go, you're fixed. It is only mango juice or jumbo juice or honey. Yeah, jumbo. Jumbo. Jumbo is the name of the fruit. What is that fruit? Jumbo. Jumbo, na? Jumbo is what? That jamun, na? Jamun is fruit. Yeah. They're the same thing, na? It tastes the same, na? Jumbo. The same? Huh? Jamun, na? What is the red jamun? That's called jumbo. Jumbo, yeah. So anyways, there is only four varieties. Either you can क्या है? What? This we have seen in the article. That is its own. Yeah, it's good. So Jumbo, huh? And what? Honey and water. Just water. The fourth one is just water, no? The number with water is coming. Sorry, the banyan. No, actually, it's water. Just water. Pure water. Sugarcane juice is one of the ocean. So you see, only these four flavors are coming in. You can bathe and drink. There's no other flavor. But the spirit, so somebody says, no, I want watermelon juice. So 11 they say, sorry, sir, there are four flavors. Now restaurant only use four flavors. So one wants watermelon sorry, so someone says, okay, I don't want just honey, I want something else. It's not the fixed menu shop. So only fixed items one will get. And if one wants anything else, it's not there. At least in Iravara, it's not there. All things are there. So, spiritual words are common. If you ask the Chintamani desired tree, okay, I want a swing pool of mango juice. Uh, you can just bear it. It's okay, now enough mango juice. I want apple juice. So, pineapple juice, pineapple juice. So, like that. So, see, that is the difference. Abundance, Krishna supply, that is always, and that is what Shastra says. What is this mad chase after the economic? We are running after some from the money, but the point is, that's the point. If you go more further away from Krishna, the scarcity then is. But if Krishna wants to supply abundance, look at how phenomenally he. Can you imagine even the richest of the people do not have a full of full of items. They are just serving completely satisfied overall. every year, everything is taken in. So much. It's amazing. I think one of the oceans is the ocean of ghee also. Ocean of ghee. In one of the seven islands, there's an ocean of ghee. So that is why it is said. You see, it's like when you see a company offering the package perks and all, then if you attract this, yes, I want to plan this company. I want to be a part of this company. So Krishna is saying, join my company. See how much I sell. How much I can suffer. Takes 20. Yet upaju upaju sakadache apiprajanam paripare klamasve tauragandhya jaramaya nityoshitosha vaivarnayo pasaragajas tapavishesh bhavanti abhar jivam nirati sayam eva. The residents of the material world enjoy the products of these flowing rivers, have no wrinkles on their bodies, and no gray hair. See, they are all malnutrition cases. They're nicely fed. That's why Bible also gives the provident, prodigal son story. A prodigal son away from his father with malnutrition, not getting any supply. Similarly, we have wrinkles on the body, even in 20s. Some people have gray hair even in their 20s. Some people have gray hair in their 20s. Because they are not taking substance. They never feel fatigue. See, Kali Yuga ideation, people are fatigued. Perspiration does not give their bodies a bad odor. They are not afflicted by old age. There's no old age. No old age, old age. No? Yeah, you see, Jambudweep is old age, no old age. Everywhere there is gold, and nobody becomes old. Jambudweep is such that you need not work anything. You see, because if you go to Jambu Nadi, you can get gold. You can make ornaments of gold and wear it, helmets, everything. Then, if you want sweet flavor, you can go to the honey river. If you want a different taste, you can go to the Jammu Nadi, drink that, right? And the mango juice you can drink. Water one can drink for resetting one's reference point. uh, and this way you can see it is very beautiful. So modern day, when people give 2 lakh per month salary, they take out work at least 5 lakhs. But Krishna, what a salary Krishna is giving. Krishna is saying just, you will get, Krishna is supplying everything. This is the depending on Krishna supply. Krishna can supply us also. Provided we give up our crookedness of heart, takes it to the solution. And we say that only the higher planetary system. These are heavenly planets. These are called as Brahme Swarga. These are called as Brahme Swarga, earthly heavens. Brahme Swarga. There is Bilva Swarga, which is the opulence in the Atala Vitala Sutala Atala Bilva Swarga, then earthly Swarga, the Brahme Swarga, and then there is opulence. Mind it, the lower planetary systems are also very opulent material. This goes to show that Krishna never parts. Krishna gives the best to everyone. So even in these lower planetary systems also there is good amount of mental law. That's why it's called Swarga, Bilva Swarga. They do not suffer from chilly cold. Oh, -9 or second. Mr. Vishal. For 8 hours. I used to wonder the boss and the devotees would be only going for 2 hours and coming. And I wonder why they're only for 2 hours. So I can understand. 2 hours is a good one. So I could only sustain after 1 hour 10 minutes I was frozen. I could tolerate 24 minutes and then later I could not tolerate. So that's why devotees 2 hours means they practice it. The next time I'll also practice. So 2 hours staying in minus nine. People distribution. Minus nine. Summer also comes. But nothing like that. Plus, yeah, it goes good. Okay, let's see further. So they don't feel cold, nor do their bodies lose their luster. They all live very happily without anxieties until death. This verse hints at the perfection of human society, even within this material. The miserable conditions of the material world can be corrected by sufficient supply of milk, yogurt, honey, ghee, molasses. What is molasses? Good. Good. Good molasses. Liquid. So the food grains, ornaments, bedding, sitting places, and so on. This is human civilization. Ample food grains can be produced through agricultural enterprises, and profuse supply of milk, yogurt, and ghee can be arranged to propagate. Abundant honey can be obtained in the forests are protected. Unfortunately, in modern civilization, men are busy killing the cows. They're cutting down the trees that supply honey. They're opening factories to manufacture nut boards, automobiles, and wines. How can the people be happy? They must suffer from the misery of material. Their bodies become wrinkled and gradually deteriorate until they become almost like dogs, and a bad odor emanates from their bodies because of unclean perspiration resulting from eating all kinds of nasty things. This is not human civilization. And that's why they need some deodorant perfumes. They're nasty things. If people actually want happiness in this life and want to prepare for the best in the next life, they must adopt the Vedic civilization. The Vedic civilization, there's full supply of their necessities. See, many times we hear that devotees, they don't ask anything, any benediction. Now, question may come, why do they not ask? At least you can ask. For one of the reasons why the great devotees, they don't ask anything from the Supreme Lord, because even without asking, the Lord is going to supply more than they can ask. So if they ask, then they're getting very little. But if they don't ask, they're getting much. Like in the Western world, what happens is that, which they don't tell people. And okay, here is the book, price is $5, get $5, and we give the book for $5. You don't ask later. You say, hey, it's a book for you. And you take it, this is for you. And you say, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. So the darshan started, they don't ask, we ask, we propose. And if you like, you can make some donation. Perfect. You make a donation for the temple so that you can keep printing the books and getting the good work. And some people say, yeah, yeah, sure, sure, sure. And we don't ask how much to give. I say anything. So the person may just land up giving $10. And it was a $5 burden. So his spiritual journey started because when he is going to such Krishna. This is sometimes sometimes they're not interested in book, then we say, okay, at least make a donation. $1, $2, $5. So and some people may just give. Then you have to see how much you're giving. If you give $1, give me your book. $5 give Gita. If you give $20, give the whole bundle. Is it not? So like that. So when you don't ask, then you end up getting. Last time we saw we gone. So one boy, you tell him give whatever from your heart is. Uh, he gave $40. $40. I thought $1 4 notes. It was $10. Because in dollars, one rupee note, 10 rupee note are the same size. In India, it's like small, big, and same size. $1, $50. I can show you. It was same size. You won't know much difference in size. So if you don't read properly, one will not understand what it is. This good. Yes. Same size. Color is same size. Sometimes color is also same. Actually, this note is I think 16 years old. 16 years. It was 16 years back. Akshay had to give me this. He said someday after your good use. So these people they ask at the immigration, okay, how much money you're carrying with you? I said $56. I think you don't only have to get it. At the same height. So this color is different because it's quite an old one. These are recent ones. So it's the same. Again, history. Well, yeah. Full. So the miseries which we are actually experiencing in the world around us because of our intervention into the world. Because Krishna supply is very, but we add contamination and make things very messy. Twenty 26. Puran Puran Kusumba Vaikanta Trikutashishi Patanga Pujata Shana Srinivasa Vikashanta Vaiturya Hamsa Rishabhana Naradadayo Sati Nidayone Karanitaya Ishara Bhuta Mula Deshu Parina Upanita. There are other mountains beautifully arranged around the foot of Mount Meru. Like the filaments around the ball of the flower, the names are Kuraga Kuraga, Kusumba, Vaika, Vaikanta, Trikuta, Shishira. So Gajendra Maharaj was staying at Trikuta. This is where Trikuta comes. Shishira Patanga, Ruchaka Nishan. Srinivasa Kapila Shanta, Vaidurya, Jaruthi, Hamsa, Rishabha, Nag, Karanjara, Karanjara, Nara. जठरा देवपुतो मे पूर्वे नस्ता दशयोजना सहस्रम् उदगायतो मुद्रि सहस्रं पृथुतुङ्गो भव एवम् अमरेण पवन परियन्त्रौ दक्षिणेन कैलास करवीरो प्राग अयता एवम् उत्तरता शृङ्गामकरौ अष्टभीरिते परिष्ट्रो वागनीरिव परितश्चकाष्ठी काञ्चनगिरिः. On the eastern side of Srimad, are two mountains, namely Gatara and Devakuta, which extend to the north and south for 18,000 miles. Similarly, on the western side of Sumeru, two mountains, Pavana and Pariyatra, which also extend north and south for the same distance. On the southern side of Sumeru are two mountains, Kailash and Karaveer, which extend east-west 18,000 Yojanas, and on the northern side of Sumeru, extending for the same distance east and west. Are two mountains named Krishinga and Makara. The width and height of all these mountains is 2,000 Yojanas. Sumeru, mountain of solid gold, shining as brilliantly as fire, is surrounded by these eight mountains. We can see nature is the artistry of the Supreme. Just like an artist can design things very, very nicely. In a similar way, the nature is the artistry of the Supreme. How the Supreme Lord is designing the mountain, and then there are filaments related to it. So Krishna's perfect artist, and we can see this artistry. This goes to show that you see the Lord has made the material world uh, also with great heart and love. Even though he knew that he's making it for the most worthless and useless living entity, really, but still he has put so much of love and affection. It is so intriguing. It is having such a so it is having such a the Lord has made so much so that one doesn't have to do anything. One just has to depend on nature. Which, nature is supplying. So what an artistry. So there is Meru. Then we saw that okay, at its boundary there are mountains, Mandara and Mandara, Suparaswa, Kumuda. Now at a distance there are two and two like that. So it's a very nice design. Very nice. And then Meru is also like uh, so beautiful. So Krishna has made this material world a great for the most least hearted, hard-hearted, heartless, no heart, living entities based on so. मेरुर्मूर्धनि भगवत आत्मयोनि मध्यता उपकृतं पुरीम् अयुतं योजना सहस्रं सम चतुरास् शतकौ वदन्ति in the middle of the summit of Meru, the township of Lord Brahma. Each of its four sides is calculated to extend for 10 million yojanas, 80 million miles. It's entirely made of gold and clear gold. Learned scholars and sages called as Shaka. So what is there at the top of Meru? At the top of the Meru is a resort for the demigods. Brahmaji there is center and the demigods there is a resort. Beautiful resort. You will want to set up a night to have some dinner, no? Meru, huh? Sitting at the top of Meru. Okay, so I think we'll stop here today. We'll continue in further next. Bhagavatam ki Jai, Shri Prabhupada ki Jai.